This is a re-recording of Saxon Math Course 3, Lesson 103 Star Problems. The first couple star problems were questions 4 and 5. Question 4 and 5 say that a gym charges $35 per month and $2 for every class a member takes. The formula the gym uses to find the charge is y equals 2x plus 35, where y is the charge and x is the number of classes taken. 4a asked you to create a table of the monthly charge for 1, 2, 3, and 4 classes. If we had one class, we would do 1 times 2, which is 2, plus 35, which is 37. Two classes would be 2 times 2 plus 35. 4 plus 35 is 39. Three classes would be 3 times 2, which is 6, plus 35, which is 41. And 4 classes would be 2 times 4, which is 8, plus 35, which is 43. 4b then says, is it a direct variation? Well, it would be a straight line, but it does not go through the origin, because at 0, 2 times 0 is 0, plus 35 is 35. So since we have this plus 35, it does not show a direct variation. 5a asked, would this be a function? Well, remember that functions only have one output for any given input. If I take any number of classes, if I say, for example, 1 class, it's impossible for me to put in a 1 and get out any number other than 37. That's true for 2, 3, 4, and any other number you picked. No matter what number you input, you will always get the same output. That means it is a function. Is it linear or nonlinear? Well, it's a straight line, so it would be linear. 6 says, consider the sequence 1, 3, 5, and 7, going on forever in that order. If we were to describe that in words, it is the positive odd numbers. To find the next 3 numbers in the sequence, well, after 7 comes 9, 11, and 13. The formula for the sequence is a sub n equals 2n minus 1. We are asked to find the 100th term. 2 times 100 is 200. 200 minus 1 is 199. Question 8 says a hat contains 7 slips of paper numbered 1 through 7. If 2 slips are removed without replacement, what is the probability both are even? Well, our even numbers between 1 and 7 are 2, 4, and 6. The probability of getting an even twice would be the probability of even once times the probability of even the second time. The first time there are 3 even numbers in the hat and 7 numbers total, so the probability is 3 over 7. The second time, there are only 2 even numbers left because we're assuming that we have taken out one of the even numbers in the first try. So we have 2 over 6. It is 6 and not 7 because we've taken out one of the numbers. 3 and 6 can cancel out, giving us 1 and 2. 2 and 2 can cancel out, giving us 1 and 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 7 times 1 is 7. Question number 9 says Jamie painted a model of an Egyptian pyramid and painted the model. He then prepared to paint a similar but larger model of the pyramid. The corresponding edges are 60 centimeters and 30 centimeters. We first find the ratio of the sides. 60 over 30 gives us 2 to 1. If the ratio of the sides is 2 to 1, then the ratio of the area is equal to the ratio of the sides squared. 2 to 1 squared is 4 to 1. Now, the small one takes 6 ounces to paint. How many ounces will the larger one take? Well, we would take that 6 ounces and multiply it by the ratio we just found. 6 times 4 is 24 ounces. Question 11 was our last starred problem, and it had to do with a cone, a set of cones that was sitting one on top of the other. Now, to find the slant height of the whole cone, we used the Pythagorean theorem. We did 10 squared plus 24 squared equals c squared. 10 squared is 100, 24 squared is 576. Adding them together would give you 676, equaling c squared. We would take the square root of both sides and find that c equals 26. The slant height of the bottom 12 inches is going to be half of the total slant height because it's half the shape. So we take the slant height, which was 26, and divide by 2, which is 13. We're then asked, what is the diameter of the top cone? Well, in order to find that, we need to plug in the height of the top cone, which is 12, and the slant height we just found, which was 13. R squared will equal 144, R squared plus 144 will equal 169. If we subtract 144 from both sides, we'll get R squared equals 25. Taking the square root of both sides will give us R equals 5. However, we were asked for the diameter, which is equal to 2 times the radius. 2 times 5 will be 10 inches. That is the last of the starred problems. I hope that you all stay safe, stay inside, do your homework, and wash your hands.